Check it out, y'all.
You're listening to the realest. You're listening to the realest voice in progressive media. DJ Elf 7.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy DJ Elf 7. Now, today I have actually a very special guest. We have a very special project coming up with my brother right here. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Go ahead.
Yo, Mr. Lee, thank you very much for inviting me to your talk show. My name is Nolan Farrell. I was wrongly convicted for a crime I didn't do 31 years ago while I was 18 years old in Queens County. I was accused of a crime that I wasn't even there, not even my co-defendant. To make a long story short, I blow trial, sent to prison against my will. Did 10 years in jail. Up on my release from parole, I came home and did my due diligence on my case and discovered that the DA office had railroaded me. They had hidden evidence from me that showed a different outcome of the fabrication they had put on me, that I had committed a crime with another individual who wasn't even there like me. I wasn't even there. Now I got my case in conviction charity unit in Queens County under the new district attorney, Melissa Katz. And now her new administration there is trying to sweep my case under the rug for the past 2 years. So, I'm blowing a whistle. I'm bringing it to the media attention of what the DA office is doing as we speak. Like I said, they're trying to sweep the case under the rug, and I'm not allowing it, so I'm blowing the whistle. So I want to present y'all with the evidence to show the facts of my case. What's going on in Queens County District Attorney's Office? They are corrupted over there, and they're trying to they doing some racist practice of cases over there in their office.
Okay, now I actually seen the flyer, and the flyer actually has the evidence. That's cool. Let's show it to the audience right here.
The evidence of the flyer. Okay.
No, I mean no. The evidence that could be the sign that you made, but that's where I first saw the evidence, right? Yeah. You do have you have evidence that proves your innocence. Yeah, this is wild. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna show you the evidence.
Actually, you made a big version. You made a big version, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah. Let's see that. Oh hell yeah! There we go. Sweet.
Right there.
Yeah.
They used a picture of the co-defendant at my trial. A photograph was used to present the evidence to show to the jury as exhibit A right there.
Okay.
Was it false and fabricated? Now, they say he was on the run during my trial in 1992, which was a lie. They lied to the jury on the oath, and they also lied to me.
Where were you and your co-defendant during the time of the accusation? You guys were working in a restaurant or something, right?
Excuse me?
Where were you guys at the time when the right? Because they're saying that you weren't where you, right? Where were you guys at that time?
Well, the co-defendant was incarcerated.
Okay.
I was home. I was home in my bed at 3:45 a.m. in the morning. I was home. Yeah. But they treated the crime happened on May 6, 1990, in front of a hotel in Queens County by the airport, JFK Airport.
Right.
3 days later, the victim, which is a correction officer, a New York State correction officer,
yeah, he
went to the 112 precinct. He identified an individual 2 days later and said he's one of the defendants that robbed him. And I just found out this defendant he first picked out was incarcerated at the time the crime took place.
Did he get Did he get time off for identifying someone? Because sometimes the system sets it up like that.
No, he was never charged. He was never charged, but he can't be at 2 places at one time. He was in another state in jail. He was locked up from 1989 to 1990. This case is a 1990 case. So he was never on the street where he got identified by the victim.
Okay. I was with you when we went and saw Melinda Katz and you presented your case to her. You talked to one of her people. She took your card. Did anything ever go further with that, or what's going on with that?
It went nowhere. It went nowhere. It was a joke. It went nowhere.
They didn't call you back?
No, not at all. They didn't even call me back. Didn't discuss nothing. But let me share this with you. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's disgusting. I'm sorry, man.
They violated my civil rights intentionally because one of the prosecutors in the Queens District Attorney Office, he's still in office right now. He's Melissa Katz's best friend. His name is John Castellano. You can look him up. John Castellano. He's an assistant to Melissa Katz.
What?
So you can't contact her straight. You have to go through him to get to her. And he don't want to deprive me of my constitutional rights. And that's why they're not trying to exonerate me right now. They're not trying to exonerate me at all.
So is he trying to protect his record, or is he trying to protect his is he like he's worried about liability? What do you think is the reason that?
Absolutely. What do you think they're trying to protect his credibility?
Yeah. You put an innocent man 10 years in prison. I think that man deserves some restitution.
Absolutely.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. So that is horrible. I can't believe it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And one of the district attorneys who was part of my trial, he just resigned in October 25th, 2021. He just resigned from the DA's office. He just resigned. You call the DA's office. You can't find it online, but you call the district attorney's office and ask for his name. His name is Neil F. Gittins.
Hey, quick question. Go ahead. Keep going.
His name is Neil F. Gittins. He was a chief over there under Melissa Katz administration. He just resigned from office.
Okay, quick question. Are you a Democrat?
I'm of course, I'm whatever.
Okay, like honestly, not that I really honestly, I work with third parties, Republicans as well. But the thing is that right now there's this thing that we're running called this is called Rep My Block, right? This program right here, and it says believe in yourself, right? Yeah, does it say it right there? Believe in yourself, right? Screw these policies. It says believe in yourself, Rep My Block. Yeah.
Right.
So the thing is that right, yeah, the thing is that the Dems, right? Unfortunately, they do control New York City. Let's be real, right? Yeah. And the thing is that there's something called county committee. And the county committee is responsible for appointing the judges, and they are corrupt. And the thing is that there is a pathway for us to reestablish control, right? But it takes a lot of people, but we do have a pathway to try to control the judges. And a lot of times it's the last place you can go for justice, right? First you have to deal with the BS cops, and the court, honestly, a lot of times they make the last decision on whether you're innocent and guilty, from election law to your case, right? There's some real problems going on. I definitely encourage you to run for county committee. We will help you run for county committee, and that can help you to have some level of control over what judges get placed into the system. That's going on right now. We are trying to put so also I try to get some people, some candidates to listen to your thing. I know that you're gathering some other people outside. That's coming up soon, right? On the 27th, we're going to be. When are we going outside of the Queens Supreme Court?
We're going to be in front of the Queens District Attorney's Office. The address is 126-06. It's right across the street from Supreme Kew Gardens. Across the street from Kew Gardens. It's going to be a big crowd there. We have a lot of big people going to be there with that rally in front of the District Attorney's Office.
Do they know we're coming?
Yes, I know some names coming. Yes, absolutely.
No, they do know. Do they know if we are coming? I mean, does the district attorney know?
Yes.
Why don't they just give you what you're asking for? I mean, it seems like a lot of why would they put themselves through this?
Listen.
Yeah.
They think they got they think they
just run us over, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're gonna show them better. We're gonna show them better. We're gonna take it to the street. I'm blowing the whistle. I'm gonna let the media and the Queens residents, the voters, know what's going on in the DA's office. We have Melissa Katz in our neighborhoods waving hands and kissing babies and lying to us.
Yeah.
Okay? She a politician. She not an attorney. She a politician. She harboring criminals over there in the DA's office. She harboring criminals over there.
Have any press agreed to maybe take on your case right here? Has any press taken on your case, like NBC, ABC, anything like that?
No, nobody yet. Haven't taken on my case. I had a reporter a couple months ago. She was writing about my case, and she contacted Conviction Attorney Unit several times. All of something, she disappeared. She said, "I'm gonna wait for you to get exonerated." That's what she said. So right there, with that being said, somebody whispered in her ear.
You know what? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you that. Let me tell you this. Yeah. The fact of the matter is that, right, these corrupt judges, they also control the media to a big extent. I'm so sorry to say. I don't know if you ever heard of a movie called Herbie Lovebug. There was a little white Volkswagen, right, a Disney movie. This car was running around and stuff like that, right? The thing is that in the original movie, there was a little old lady living in an apartment, and a big bad developer wanted to come and buy her out, and they would have to give her a lot of money. In the new version, they erased that. Any commercial messaging is being erased from our news, being erased from our movies. Your situation, which is unfortunately trying to be normalized, which is absolutely, this is ridiculous. I'm so sorry, man. It is outrageous. I cannot believe this. I swear I will help you, man. 10 10 years in prison. What? Anyways, where'd you do time anyways?
I did my time in Sing Sing,
Okay.
New York. I did Otis Fair. I did Mid Orange. I did Woodburn for the past 10 years. I went to 3 parole boards. I proclaimed my innocence. I never confessed to the crime at all. I went to parole board. You know, you go to the city commissioners for relief, you must admit your wrongdoing when you go in front of the parole board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I fast and I'm innocent. I don't know what they talking about. They gave me 2 years the first time in 1998. Went back in 2000. They gave me a year in 2001. They released me. I continue to proclaim my innocence, that I did not rob this victim at all, and I was not acting in concert with this individual who they claimed, who they said we was together, which he was a ghost defendant. It was a lie. The DA never exposed this information because it would have been my best interest identification. Because if he misidentified somebody in 3 days, how can you identify somebody 5 months later after that?
Okay. So, yeah. If there's anybody else who has any issues with the DA as well, I encourage you to contact my man right here.
Yeah.
How can people find out more about your case, or maybe like contact you, follow you, stuff like that? Find out what's going on.
They could contact me at ChinaBoy971@iCloud.com. You can give me an email.
Okay.
And I'll respond to your email. You can also join my Facebook, where I post a lot of this on social media on Facebook, which my name is under Nolan F. Thomas on Facebook. You'll see a scale on it.
Okay.
That's me.
Cool, man. Just so you know, also on my, I have a Discord. You ever heard of something called Discord?
Not really.
Okay, it's just like a little app for people to chat and stuff. I know a lot of times brothers may be struggling to find jobs and stuff coming out of the system. One thing that I do is provide like help for like Fiverr. I know like you might be able to get some money off of there. You might be able to do some stuff with I think Lionsbridge hires people online. You might be able to tutoring, and that's a little tough with the background. I know lead inspectors are looking for them right now, and also there's another thing. Oh, but do you have any other like cool projects you're working on, like outside of like this particular? This has to be all consuming right now. I know it has to be so personal.
Well, I did a Zoom like 2 months ago.
Okay.
With the Right the Wrong Coalition.
Okay.
I'm a part of Right the Wrong Coalition. They're gonna be at the rally on March 28th at 11 a.m. Right the Wrong. We're gonna have entourage with us with cameras. We're gonna hit the social media, so we don't need all the big outlets the government control. All we need, the private social media stuff gonna get on the internet. It would be exposed, the corruption, because we're gonna show all the evidence. And I want you to give me the opportunity while I'm live with you to show you the evidence I have.
Absolutely.
On the district attorney's office.
Absolutely, please do.
Pertaining to my case of my wrongful conviction, which the conviction attorney trying to sweep under the rug, because my case point directly at the district attorney's office. It not only points at the police officers. If the police officer would have did this, they would have easily exonerated me and throw the police against the bus. But since my case point directly to the DA's office, they're not gonna shoot themselves over the foot. They committed fraud. So how the same office who committed fraud exonerate me? But like I said, on the 28th, we're gonna shout out the New York State Attorney General and the Eastern District Federal U.S. Attorney Office to get involved. My civil rights and Mr. Reverend Gaskin, sir, are being violated intentionally by this DA's office. Peoples of colors. There's more cases like this as you look at the history coming out the Queen District Attorney Office for the past 2 years. They've been exonerating a couple of guys out of the conviction attorney. All of them are people, person of color, civil rights. And nobody's stepping forward to expose this. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna blow the whistle because I'm an example of my case. They're trying to sweep under the rug. You know what I'm saying? And I want to expose evidence that point towards the district attorney's office of what they did to me. Wow. I went to trial. They told the jury I was acting in concert with this co-defendant. I want to show you the evidence. This is the trial. This is the prosecutor talking to the jury in closing arguments. If you can see that. And see the yellow part?
Okay.
Right there?
Yeah.
You see
yeah.
Arthur They said me and him was
I'll-
acting in concert together.
I'll read it.
Right?
However, acting in concert is described, will be described in the law covers that situation because the defendant was acting with, it's a little bit low. Can you like lift it just a little bit? With Arthur Hopkins to rob Alan Russell. And, okay, that's what it says.
Okay, that's what that 123.
I just read the bottom. Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. Let's give you a little evidence.
Okay. And whose gun was that? That was People's too. That was Alan Russell's gun. There's no question, ladies and gentlemen, that Arthur Hopkins had a gun when he approached. And when you saw Alan Russell was describing where he was, who was standing where and how the gun was held and how he had the opportunity to see what had happened and who was doing what. So I see a lot of this other names there, but I didn't see any, Nolan Farrell anywhere there. So.
Nah, because this is my trial. This is my trial. My name's they're talking about the co-defendant.
Oh, okay.
My trial. They're talking about the co-defendant, right?
All right.
What the DA officer know he was incarcerated. Look, right there.
Yeah.
See what that's right there?
Yeah.
So how he committed a crime. But they told the jury a lie at my trial, said me and was acting in concert together. You see that? That came from the district attorney's office. See that?
Yeah, that says Kevin Bullock. It says Arthur Hopkins was advised we will extradite, of drug charges.
He was under another name in another state, but New York NYPD told who he was.
Yeah.
They identify him. I'm going to show you something else.
Okay.
This is One Police Plaza. See up there, the yellow, follow the yellow.
Yeah, Arthur Hopkins. Yeah, I see that name again, right?
Ah, see?
Yeah.
You see, this is rap sheet. This is rap sheet. You see all that?
Yeah.
That's his rap, right?
Okay.
Let me show you something, right?
Yeah.
Read that. That was sent to the DA's office. That came from One Police Plaza in New York. This information that he was incarcerated in Virginia told them he was in Virginia from 89. Look, automated. I mean, they told the DA office he's incarcerated twice in the NYPD. Look. See the dates?
Yeah.
And I went to trial 92. They told the jury a lie. They said he was on the street and he's on the run. His rap sheet which they had, he was incarcerated. They lied. They fabricated a case. They planted a case on him. Okay?
Yeah.
And now, let me show you another thing. Let me show you another piece of evidence that came from the conviction attorney, but he admitted it too. Conviction attorney. Okay. I'll blow it up. Okay. This came from the conviction attorney unit. This letter. That's why I blew it up. This is my evidence of corruption. As you read, you see the name Bryce Bridget on the top.
Bryce Benjett. I know. Yeah, Bryce Benjett sent you an email, correct? Bryce Benjett.
His name right from the DA's office.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Okay, now read.
A copy of the email from Director of Queens County Conviction Integrity Unit with no conclusion, which is a violation of the defendant's guaranteed due process rights under the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution in huge red bold letters, so no one can miss it.
Okay. Now read the black. Read the black he sent me.
As I've said on the phone, this is my contact info. As I've said on the phone several times, all communications should be via email or I reviewed the record in your case and conduct investigation, which tends to say who was identified was incarcerated at the time of the crime. I've disclosed Virginia Department of Corrections to that effect. So it says the cases in which defendants are currently incarcerated have not yet the case. For additional information on the process, please consult the Queen. So it does seem to add up that all your paperwork is correct there. The names add up, the times add up, and yeah.
Right? Now here's the deal. He sent me a letter, right?
Yeah.
This is my exoneration paper, but he said first he working on other cases, individuals incarcerated. How many people's trying to get out of jail? The whole jail trying to get out of jail. So you got a case file in your office like this. So what number that plays me? I don't know. You can tell me for the next 100 years, I ain't get to you. I'm still trying to get other dudes out of jail. Let me tell you something. He violated my 14th Amendment. This is prosecutorial misconduct on the conviction attorney unit. He did a full investigation of the case, right? So what is your conclusion? He admit the co-defendant was incarcerated, right? At the time of the crime, correct? And what happened at my trial? They told the jury a lie that he was on the street, correct? They mean him committed a crime, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, you got false accusation, right?
Do you even have like officials saying that, you should be, that this is like in big, huge, bold letters that this is the issue?
That is the issue, brother. That letter speak for itself.
Yeah.
That letter speak for You understand that?
10 years, man. 10 years.
Yes. Yes.
I bet you from day one you was trying to file the paperwork. That's crazy, man.
I brought this. I told him from the start my innocence. I don't know this co-defendant. I said, bring where he at, so the truth will come out. I don't know him. He don't know me. All they told me throughout my trial and during the process of the case, he's on the run. He's on the run. He's on the run. He's on the run. That's all I was told. They told the jury he's on the run. I got it in black and white in the trial transcript. They said he's still wanted in this case. We get him. We get him. We gonna charge him for this robbery too. They never charged him for a robbery because he was in Virginia. You can't be at two places at one time.
Okay.
So basically, let me to cut you off. Basically, I got convicted of robbery in the first degree and robbery in the second degree, acting in concert with the guy. You read the jury charge the DA was giving it, acting in concert there. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
And the statutes I was charged with. And I was convicted on them 4 statutes. But they gave the jury false facts. That's my exoneration, bro.
They covered up that they hid that, they withheld evidence.
Absolutely. Brady versus Maryland. Brady material. It corrects the record. You understand that?
Yeah, you just
correct the record.
It's sad that you have to cite like reference because it should just be obvious, right? If there's extra freaking evidence, there shouldn't be like have to be precedence for it. It should be obvious. Like if there's evidence to prove someone's innocence, you should look at it. It's just intuitive, yeah.
It's plain and simple.
It really is.
It's a no-brainer.
It really is.
No-brainer.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer. You read the trial track. They said Alpha Hop was holding a gun, right? You read that, right?
Yo,
he was holding a gun.
So quick. Okay.
Was he holding a gun? Was me? I was with him. Was he with me? Were we together? Absolutely no. But when you go to trial, they fabricated and said we was together. I was 18 years old, illiterate to the law. I didn't even know my constitutional right. And my theory, my statement always been, if you don't know your rights, you ain't got no rights.
So let's start planning. Right? I've been an actor for a long ass time, and it's fucking tragic. But a lot of times it's not a fucking movie. Sometimes you fucking lose, right? Yeah. Sometimes you go to jail 10 fucking years. You know what I mean? This is not a movie where if this DA does not fucking it does not give you justice. This is not even justice, right? Honestly, they need to restitute. It's not justice until you restitute for those 10 years, which is insane, right? Yeah. This is just the first step. What are we gonna? What is your? Okay, so they haven't been listening to you so far, right? Yeah. What's the next step if they don't really on that day if they don't come out and acknowledge us or make the change?
They're gonna acknowledge us because the media gonna acknowledge us, and we taking it. What we gonna do? We gonna go. All of us gonna march down to the federal courthouse in downtown Brooklyn.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you 100%. Yeah.
We gonna march to the New York State.
I'm gonna keep going too. I'm gonna put pressure on
to the Eastern District U.S. Attorney's Office based on the violations of corruption and cover-ups and racial bias practice in that office.
Actually, another thing you can do is we can just go there on a regular basis, keep going there and letting the staff know that if we keep bugging them, that can help push the process.
We gonna stay on top of this.
I got you.
We're gonna stay on top of this, and especially with the election come up. We're going after the adversaries. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring the issue up to adversaries. You know what I mean? I had my mouth closed for 2 years. You know what I mean with this conviction attorney.
Okay.
This conviction attorney is a fraud. Me basically speaking to you, Miss Lee.
Yo, it's ridiculous. I'm outraged. Tell you the truth.
Mr. Bryce needs to resign as I speak. He is biased. As you met me, talking to Mr. Perkinson from the Reverend Al Sharpton.
He should offer you a personal apology, honestly.
Yes, and you know what? While it was on November 1st.
These people want to pretend like it never happened. That's the most disgusting thing ever. I know all about it. It's fucking disgusting.
Hey, let me share this with you. Let me share. Mr. Bryce of the Queens District Attorney Office, who run the conviction attorney unit, he said I have mental problems and I was positively identified. That's bias.
That's called gaslighting. That's
gaslighting. No, you don't want to hold back my conviction. They're trying to protect John Castellano over in that DA's office. And we're going to make that well-known John Castellano over there. He hiding behind Melissa Katz, okay? Melissa Katz, Harvard and criminals over there in Queens District Attorney's office. And we all know that. I'm exposing that. And I'm blowing the whistle.
I'm with you, bro. Let's roll out. Let's roll out. Fuck it. Let's go, man.
I'm going to have all my believers with me. We blowing the whistle. We're going to be in front of that DA's office. The address is 126 06 Queens Boulevard, in front of the district attorney's office. We are practices our First Amendment right, which is protected by the Constitution.
A man's on a mission. Check out his hat right there.
Absolutely. We're going to correct the wrong. We're going to correct wrongdoing. We're going to stop these racist practices of the DA's office over there under the old administration of Richard A. Brown to the new administration, Melinda Katz.
Yeah.
She's no different from Richard Brown. All she did, it took a replacement of Richard Brown and kept the administration in it. The prosecutor who in the office who committed all this fraud and Brady violations is still in office under Melissa Katz because she was a new administration supposed to came in it with new leaderships, new faces. She supposed to clean that office out of there. She got the criminals hovering in there behind her. And one of them is John Castellano. I'm going to keep stressing that name. He's in it. You go on the internet, look his name up. John Castellano.
Don't worry, I'm gonna put in a little. I'm gonna put his picture right in. I'm gonna insert it into this clip.
Yeah.
People are gonna see it. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna brand big post of his pictures and post it up to brand with me on the rally.
I feel you, man. Okay. It's real personal. I get you.
We're gonna make him a movie star.
No doubt, man. I'm with you.
We're gonna make him a movie star over there. John, we coming for you, Mr. John. I'm not scared of you.
I get
my
that,
name is
man.
Nolan Farrell.
That's right, baby.
You're part of my wrongful conviction over it. You depriving my constitutional right, which is protected by the United States Constitution. You're violating it. You're violating it.
Wait,
you got your hand right.
All right.
On my paperwork. Your name is stated in my paperwork, Mr. John.
Hey.
Y'all got rid of Neil Gittins, but they ain't get rid of you. You hiding behind Melissa Katz. So Melissa Katz gonna go down with you. I'm not scared of nobody. You're going down, she's going down. If she don't correct this record here, exonerate my name of wrongdoing. You're gonna right this wrong. You're definitely gonna right this wrong. Because nobody's above the law. And the Constitution said that. Nobody's above the law.
I'm with you so much, man. For real,
we're gonna right this wrong, exonerate my name. Okay? So I can live my life.
Hey, one more question.
We have to take this to the feds.
Yeah.
To the DOJ. It's going to the DOJ.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're taking this all the way, man. But, okay, so one question as you know, like the day before, right, to support the event, we're going to have something called the Unified Platform. We're having a discussion panel to talk about criminal justice reform. Now, a quick question for you. The thing is that, just to tell you how this works is, right, I'm not really caring about listening to people, blah, 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 about what they believe, this, that, right, yeah? I mean, I appreciate that, right? But really, what's supposed to happen is there's supposed to be some common sense reforms that people could propose that a majority of third-party independent candidates will agree to, and then we're going to try to push that into the race. So maybe in your situation, right, like maybe you've thought of a law, or maybe there's a certain law out there that you found like really stupid or annoying, because when you talked about like that, person versus whatever, that lawsuit, it sounds like you have good knowledge of law. Do you have any recommendations about some common sense things, like, people who are innocent, right? There should be an obvious law that you have to review evidence. What? There should be a federal law. You have to review evidence if that's proving the, yeah. What do you?
The 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment. Brady versus Maryland. The 14th Amendment protects that.
Malcolm X.
Equal process, equal protection of the law.
Malcolm X even said that he doesn't really believe in passing laws because the fact of the matter is that they don't implement them anyways. But I want to make sure that these issues can get addressed. Yeah.
That is true what Malcolm said, but you got to remember this, as I said, if you don't know your rights, you ain't got no rights.
Feel you on that.
The Constitution is simple. The Constitution is simple. The Constitution is simple, bro. It's very simple. We live by the Constitution. Okay? And we must follow the Constitution. The district attorney officers have to follow the Constitution. The judges have to follow the Constitution. Once they sworn an offer, they have to put their hand on a book to uphold the Constitution of the United States.
Okay. Another question for you is, there might be some other brothers right now, right, yeah, who might be going through a similar situation. So, like, I know it was a long time ago, but when we was in the court all that time ago, when did you feel like, was there a certain time when you, like, knew something was going wrong? And, right, yeah, maybe you should have acted earlier. What did you recognize, right, like these people playing funny games on you?
Well, I didn't have the resources at the time. You know what I mean? I know it was an injustice took place in my case. 100% know injustice. And my lawyer's part of the injustice that took place. He didn't do his due diligence at all. He didn't represent me as opposed to what the Fifth Amendment says.
Those lawyers all know each other. They go to work every day together. They're all buddies. They're not your friends.
Family. They're all family over there, man. They protect each other's, bro.
They go there.
You know what
They work every day together. They're not. Yeah, they're not on your side.
Absolutely. They break bread. They party together. They dance together. They go to Christmas parties, give out gifts to each other. They talk about who they put in jail.
I know about all that shit. Yeah, what
They
up?
do all that up in it. But let me tell you this. I was 18 years old. Delivered to the law. What I know now, this would never happen if I knew then.
What could brothers do to like?
This case would never went to trial. But first and foremost, I was kidnapped off the street. The arresting officer didn't have proper cause to put handcuffs on me, bro. The Fourth Amendment. They don't have, the DA office don't have nothing to establish the arrest of the officer putting handcuffs on me.
So
nothing.
right there, you're saying. Right there, you're saying when the cops come to arrest you, you might be able to negotiate your way out of that. Is that what you're saying? Like right there, we might be able to say the Fourth Amendment, where you got to have probable cause. You might be able to right there shut that down. So hopefully that might save some brothers.
If I know that, I would have shut it down right then and there. I would have came to the lawyer and said, what gave them the audacity to put handcuffs on me, put me in the lineup against my will? The Fourth Amendment says this.
Okay.
Not to establish what the 14th Amendment said. You have to have witnesses that implicate me to a crime. You don't have them. So where you get information from? Basically, I was kidnapped off the street and put in a lineup and said I robbed somebody and I was with somebody else. I was with this co-defendant, Arthur Hopkins. They lied.
The answer makes a lot of sense because you don't want to go into the system. Once you get into the system, it's kind of difficult to come out. So I like that because that stops it at the source right there, just not even getting arrested. Any other points like during the trial or anything that like maybe like turn some brothers on to some information that maybe could save them in a similar situation to you?
Right, yeah. Brothers, listen, you know injustice took place in your case. What you need to do, you need a link. Get your family, if you're in jail incarcerated, have your family contact Right the Wrong Coalition. The phone number is, let me get my phone. I give you the phone number. Listen to me.
Cool.
I'm going to give you the phone number.
I'm going to look up their website on the side here, yeah? I'm definitely going to be contacting them.
Right the Wrong Coalition.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, wait.
The phone number is 844-642-8378, extension 888.
Okay.
Right the Wrong Coalition.
Sure, okay.
Her name is Chachilla Jones.
Okay.
She's the voice for those who don't have a voice.
I like that.
She's the voice to help. She's a voice to help those who don't want to help others. Don't want to help you. Okay, you got all the organization. Wrongful conviction, family and friends. They're not trying to help you. Innocent Project. They're not trying to help you. They're not trying to help you. They pick and choose their cases. It's facts. I'm telling you. I'm giving you facts.
No, I know about that. Yeah.
I haven't reached out to them organization, but I know other people have reached out with issues like mine to the organization, which they were declined by the organization to help. I have my own money to get my own attorneys, private attorney. That didn't work. So I'm pro se right now. I did my own due diligence, discovered the paperwork I need, all the co-defendant documents that prove my innocence, that they did fraud in my case. They hit an exculpatory information that the jury would have heard. It would have been a different outcome. They hitting that from me. I know they didn't have a case. I know they railroaded me. I know they planned this case for me. And that's why, again, I'm blowing the whistle. March 28th, 11 a.m. Address 12606 Queens Boulevard, New York, in front of the DA's office. In front of the DA Melinda Katz's office.
We coming for real.
Blowing the whistle with my brothers and sisters.
Hell yeah. Appreciate
Making
that,
noise of corruption and racist practices of the office. Okay?
Hell yeah. Yo, I hope that some of the brothers out there was listening.
Reach out.
Yeah, I hope that situation never happens to you. But if it does, yeah.
Keep working on your case, brothers out there. Y'all know y'all was wrongly convicted. Don't let nobody discourage you that you have no issue, bro. If the DA office had hidden evidence from you, they call Brady versus Merrill exculpatory. It corrects the records. Okay? So don't let no other attorney because they licensed attorney. They know better than you. They went to school. The law is simple. The Constitution is simple. You know your case better than anybody else.
I
If you
agree
know
with
you was
that.
wrongly convicted, make noise. You could join my coalition, Right the Wrong Coalition. The phone number I have gave already, which is 844-642-8378, extension 888, Right the Wrong Coalition. Give us a call.
Chinchilla Jones, right? Yeah.
Yes, I'm part of her organization.
Also, I think they have a Facebook.
Just to let you know,
Yeah.
we just picked up 2 more cases, and we have a similar situation with 2 brothers from Jersey.
Cool. I'm be hollering at her and doing covering her particular program on my channel. So hopefully we'll be working together, continuing on. Yeah.
Yes.
And fix this up.
We gonna get this organization in New York as well. It's gonna be me and Reverend Gass is gonna be running that organization. Hopefully, we're gonna talk to Tajilla, bring also that program over here as well. Get donations. We're gonna make an organization in New York. It's already in Philly. We're gonna try to get this spread out, help those who can't help. They have nobody to help them. We're gonna help them. We're gonna reach out and help those who've been wrongly convicted. And we blowing the whistle. We asking for private donations. We're not asking the government for no money, so we don't have to be controlled by the government. What we can't do, what we can do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
Private donations.
I guess I head to the last question here. So you got a brother, he's locked up, right? Yeah. He's innocent of his charges like yourself. He got to see this podcast somehow. He's like, okay, Brady versus Maryland, that's what I gotta look up. He goes to the law library. Anything else you got recommendations for him? Besides like Brady versus Maryland, right the Wrong Coalition. Anything else really? He gets to the law library. What should he look for?
Brady versus Maryland is the history of exculpatory evidence that's the DA must turn over by law. If they don't turn it over, it's called prosecutorial misconduct. Okay, the DA can be disbarred for doing that because they must turn over anything favorable to the defendant. Either it can incriminate you or exonerate you. He must turn this material over.
You know, actually,
must be presented to the jury.
Yeah, that's let me see if I can get that on the unified platform. That sounds like a really good law. They need to enforce that. I'm so sorry to hear what happened to you, man.
That Brady versus Maryland is the highest decision of the United States Supreme Court. That decision, exculpatory. Oh yeah, and a lot of people get released based on exculpatory information. The DA never turn over that material. People's getting exonerated. That's based on that right there, because it's misconduct.
All right, cool. Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that. So, anything else you want to share with our audience before we go?
Audience, listen, I'd like y'all to show up on my march.
Got you.
On March 28th, 2022, at 11 a.m. in front of the DA's office at Queens Boulevard, address 126-06, Kew Gardens. We're gonna rally. We're rallying.
Yeah, I'm down, bro. I'm coming. Hell yeah.
We're gonna have cameras. We're gonna have cameras there. You know what I'm saying? You can meet me. I can sign autograph. You can meet the other Reverend Keith Cassidy.
Autographs, all right.
Oh yeah. A lot of exonerees going to be there from out of state. You know what I'm saying? Show up, be part of the solution.
What up?
Listen, you there for me, I'm there for you. Come and support me. Get exonerated.
I got you, man. I got you. All right, thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Love from me and my family to you out there.
No doubt. Thanks a lot, brother. All right, man. Catch you on Monday. See you there.
I appreciate it. Definitely. Anytime, call me.
No doubt. All right.
It's a dark day in our nation when high-level authorities will seek to use every method to silence dissent. The truth must be told.
And if you want the truth, you need to check out independent media producers just like myself, DJ L7. You should subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications when I release a new video.
Truth of these
We
words
are on all
is
the major
beyond doubt.
platforms. That includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube. Unfortunately, we have definitely seen that these mainstream outlets will cave to corporate interests, so we encourage you to join our independently moderated communities of Reddit and Discord. We also encourage you to subscribe to us on BitChute Daily Motion so you can see the content that YouTube doesn't want us to let you see. Hey, now it's time for the most important part of the video. That's right. It's time for us to tell you about the Taking Action Group. Do you need an activist? Or maybe there's no activists around willing to help you with your cause and you need to learn to become an activist. That's exactly why we're here. Every week we get up with people from across the nation, in fact even sometimes internationally, and we develop strategies and a game plan to address the issues that are affecting all of us. Every week myself from New York City and of course my co-host Lisa from Los Angeles provide a coast-to-coast perspective on what's going on in the country. If you want to donate to help out with expenses, travel, equipment, stuff like that, then I definitely appreciate it, and you can hit us off at Venmo or PayPal. Thanks a lot. Hey, by the way, we also have a merch store, so check it out. Oh my goodness, it seems like you've reached the end of the video, so make sure you check out some of our other videos. Make sure you subscribe. This is your last chance to do so thanks a lot. And looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment below if you have any questions or issues you'd like me to address. And if you're an activist, the time to make things happen is now.